Hello and welcome to day 6 of #DiscoverLC, our online virtual open event that's been happening all week. We're coming on to the last day of curriculum and live streams, so do make sure you're checking out all the ones we have today. We've got sport, engineering, motor vehicle, uniform public services, all kinds of things happening, and then also an applying to Leicester College talk at the end of the day. So we're kicking off today with sport, if you've seen by the title, and we are joined by Jamie and Michelle from the sports team to talk all about all of our sports courses and everything that they offer to you as students. So let me introduce our team before we do anything. So let's start it off with Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Ashton.
How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Very early.
Yeah, it is very early on a Saturday. So thank you for coming.
Saturday.
I would say coming out, but you're still sat in your house, so it's not really.
Yes, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
In my office.
You want to tell us a little bit about your role at Leicester College?
Yeah, I'm the program lead of sport and fitness along with Michelle. I cover the level 1, level 2 sport, as well as the YMCA fitness qualifications, so vocational qualifications.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Nice, very nice. And next up, we have Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Ashton.
How are you doing? How's your Saturday going so far?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm waiting for the sun to come out so I can enjoy the rest of the day, but
yeah. Cool, yeah. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself as well?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a PL along with James, and I'm the program lead for the level 3 BTEC programs at Leicester College. So the level 3 sport and fitness starting in September, and also the sports coaching and development.
Fantastic, thank you. Cool. So you guys have prepared a presentation for us. So without further ado, I'll let you start that.
Okay, thank you.
Hi guys, welcome to Leicester College Sport and Fitness departments. We're going to next slide. A bit about our department staffing. The manager is Dave Rowe, and then you've got me and Michelle here that are program leads. So we look after all the courses together at Leicester College for sport and fitness. A bit about myself and my background. I come from a professional sports background. My degree is in sports science at Loughborough University. I've been a PL here for 6 years now. Okay, Michelle?
Yeah, so my background is sports therapy, sports massage and strength conditioning. I work with sports teams and deliver pitchside assistance and look after the players through their playing careers. I've been working at Leicester College now for 3 years, and I took over the role as program lead from January. And looking forward to delivering on the new level 3 courses that we're starting in September.
Okay, and then we've got the lecturers, Dippin and Lisa, who will deliver all the theory units for the new students or the progressing students from last year. Trainer assessors, Kim Dickens and Amos, who will deliver all the practicals. And then we've got our support network. So we've got Claire Fowler, who's a learning coach, who will deliver LEAP sessions. We'll go into LEAP and what it is further down the presentation. And then learning mentors, Liz and Caroline. And we've got a work experience coordinator in Neil, who will work with you for all your work experience this year. And then admin staff, Carol and Lynn. Okay. Okay, our studies programs split into two. sport and fitness. Sport will go into further detail, like Michelle's mentioned, level 1 to level 3. Okay, so we'll go up level 1, level 2, level 3, and an extended program. Whereas fitness, we've got level 2 and 3. You have to have level 2 before you can progress to level 3, no matter what. But we'll come into the details further down. Okay, our program outline. Everybody is on a main vocational qualification, whether it be BTEC, NCFE, YMCA, level 1, 2, or 3. That's centered around that main vocational program. You also have maths and English. If you don't achieve a level 3 at GCSE, is it a level 3?
Level 4.
A C.
So
I'm still in old money. A, B's, and C's. If you achieve a 3, you will do GCSE retakes. If you achieve anything below, it's functional skills. But these will be built in to your program. Work experience, everybody has to do work experience, and it's slightly different this year. Sorry, the dog's whining at me. Work experience will change this year. We've got an industrial placement we'll talk about, and then LEAP sessions is all the extra curriculum stuff and your skills, so like portfolio building, CV writing, things like that you need, your life skills and things like that. Okay.
Yeah, so just to summarise with that, when you come to Leicester College, it's not just the main vocational qualification that you come here to study. You come as a programme, so you'll study main qualification as well as all these other add-ons as well. So English and maths if needed, the LEAP programme, and also work experience, just to give you the edge for when you go into the world of work.
Okay, where will I study? With all that's going on in the world at the moment, you will be studying at home as well, definitely at home as well. But when we're safe to do so, you will be focused in 3 locations. So the backdrop is the Leicester Riders Arena, where we do all our practical activities. Fully functional gym in there for the fitness units, as well as 3 basketball courts, where you'll do various activities, fitness related activities as well, a lot of fitness testing, as well as playing sports. There's a lot of sports go on and enrichment, and as part of your vocational qualification as well. On the left circle, that's the outside of the arena, and then the 2 on the right. So we've got C block and A block. Most of your taught lessons for your vocational qualification will be in C block. Maths and English will be in A block. Okay, but I'm sure you've had a look at the virtual tours of the campuses, and if you haven't, we'll go on to set up a link to that. Okay.
It's probably just worth mentioning with that we've currently just returned to the college in phase 1, so we only have a few students going in to complete assessments from this year. All of the relevant signage, hand sanitising stations, and directional have been put in just to guarantee the safety of the students' return. Given the update yesterday, where schools are returning in September, we haven't been able to give any information on that as yet. So, like James has said, you are likely to do some work from home until we receive an update otherwise. But for the most part, you'll be studying over in Abbey Park. That's both in the arena and also in A block and C block, with the exception of the extended students that will be taken on a massage module with me, and that will be delivered over at Freeman's Park campus. Thank you.
Okay, our dress code. As you say, I've got, or me and Michelle have got the uniform from last year on. There's several reasons why we adopt a dress code. A few of them on the slide, but it shows identity, and it prepares you for a working environment. As a sports coach, as a physio, as a sports scientist, we'll all have to adopt a uniform, no matter what area that you are in or you would go into in sports. 90% of the time you'll be in a uniform. Okay, so prepares you for that. Preparation as well. So a lot of our units have a practical element, whether it's sports or fitness testing, or myself, I'll take you in the lab, do some fitness testing, some health testing. Kim will do a lot of health testing with you. Michelle will do a lot of fitness and health testing, somatotyping, things like this. So you need to be in clothes that allow you to do a practical activity as well.
And as well with that, as well as the clothing, what we've seen over the years as well is appropriate footwear. So it's probably worth thinking of you starting with us in September to get yourself a pair of trainers that are suitable for running in and for doing exercise in. Over the last couple of years, I've noticed that people are wearing these fancy trainers, so new Air Maxes, and by doing press-ups and things like that, they don't want to crease the toe. This is obviously an issue when it comes to demonstrating correct technique, and when you go into industry, we want you to demonstrate correct technique and not be worried about creasing the toe of your trainers. So it's probably worth just looking into getting a pair of trainers that you'll wear for college. They don't have to be fancy ones or brand named. They just need to be suitable for running and doing any activity in. And that's the reason why we give a dress code, just purely because we want you to be able to progress on the course and into industry the way that the profession would like you to.
Okay. Okay, it might be hard to see this one, but we'll talk about it with individual courses as well. Standard entry criteria. So the level 1, satisfactory reference, and 2 GCSEs grades 1 to 2. Progression onto the level 2 requires 4 GCSEs at grade 3 or above. Level 3, 4 GCSEs, a grade 4 above, but 1 has to be English. Okay, so you need that GCSE in English to advance to level 3. That's because of the communication. So as a sports coach or a sports fitness instructor, you have these one-to-one and one-to-many communication options. So it's paramount that you have that GCSE in English. So study, study, study. Oh, go on. It's gone, isn't it? Okay. Material fees payable on enrollment. I don't know how much they'll be at the moment, or if we'll charge, because as we said, that we don't know what September or October will bring us. Okay, so we'll leave that open, but this is for trips and visits, enrichment and guest speakers. We will go on trips and visits. A lot of our uni visits are essential. I've been talking to 2 universities, and they are offering remote via Teams webinars and campus tours and things like that. Okay, we'll have guest speakers in, specializing in some subjects and some areas that we can't provide, and then the uniform ordered directly with the supplier. Okay. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about the level 1 diploma in sports. The course overview, what you can expect and how you will be assessed, and your progression options. So course overview. Level 1 is the lowest level that we offer as a stepping stone to level 2 onto level 3. We have had students in the past starting on level 1 and are now at university, second year of university as well. Okay, so if you're starting off on level 1, it is as many progression opportunities as level 3. Okay, just a little bit longer. So what you'll learn, so basics of anatomy and physiology, sport and fitness, so the basics of all of these, and we'll get your maths and English up to a standard that you can progress on. Okay, entry requirements we've been over. So how you will be assessed. All the units on this are assignment based, whether it's practical assessments or written or verbal interviews. Okay, you will have 10 assignments in total, 1 per unit, and these are to be submitted through a learning platform to prepare you for level 2, level 3, or progression onto work. Commonly asked questions: will I get to play football on this course? Yes, you will, but this is an academic course. Okay, you will not be playing football every day, all day, I'm afraid. About 70% of it is classroom based, learning about the body, learning about how to treat the body, what to put in the body, and how it all works together. Okay, so a lot of theory, but you will be given the opportunity via enrichment to play football just for fun. And as I said, the other 30% of the practical units, you will do a series of different sports, and that's up to the unit tutor which sport they choose. Okay, but we like to try different things and give different opportunities to all. So you might be playing bocce one day, short tennis, sitting volleyball, things like that for inclusion purposes as well. Okay. You can go. Yes. So this year we've changed from BTEC for the level 2 to NCFE because it's a high standard of qualification. So extended certificate to a level 2 diploma. So NCFE Level 2 Diploma in Sport. Much the same. It's a progression on from the Level 1, so you'll learn in a little bit more detail those things that you've learned at Level 1. In addition to that, it's units like psychology, which will be new. So there's a couple of new units that you'll be learning from scratch. Entry requirements, 90% attendance, okay, and GCSE English and Maths, grade 3, and then 2 more additional GCSEs, so 4 in total. Assessment methods. This year it's going to be a portfolio of work. Again, you'll submit assignments or assessments on a learning platform, all electronically, but we'll integrate it with other learning platforms such as Microsoft Teams and OneNote and Class Notebook to provide you with an e-portfolio. And then you'll be able to take that when you progress to Level 3 or you go on to the working environment. Progression routes, yeah, the Level 3 foundation diploma in sport coaching and development, or foundation diploma in sport and fitness, which Michelle is going to talk to you about. Okay, next slide. So Level 1 and Level 2 work experience, because it's vastly different to the Level 3 work experience. So why work experience? It's to stand out from the crowd. It sets you apart from everybody else. Minimum of 37 hours work experience at a suitable and relevant placement. So you'll be working together closely with Neil. Suitable and relevant work placements are things like gym environments, leisure centres, schools, coaching clubs. Okay, so my recommendation to you guys is to sort out that ASAP. So the better work experience you get, the more you learn from it, the more you take from it, the better your CV, and it puts you apart for when you progress on to Level 3, or even when you progress on to university, if that's your aim and goal. Okay, so start now. Start thinking about where you could, or where you would want to make some phone calls and get it provisionally booked. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, Michelle, over to you.
Thank you, James. So I'm going to talk about the Level 3 programs that we offer at Leicester College. I'm going to start off with the sport coaching and development. So previously at Leicester College, we've delivered the sports science qualifications at Level 3. This course, and the one I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, is new to our programs. And the reason for that is that we found that the students that were coming to Leicester College the last couple of years had more of an aspiration to do sports coaching or sports fitness routes. And when these qualifications become available through BTEC, we thought it was a logical choice to switch to these programs. So these are new and exciting programs. We've done a lot of work behind the scenes to get things in preparation for the start in September. I'll start off with the course overview for sports coaching and development. So this is an academic qualification, and you'll gain the skills and knowledge to be able to succeed within the sports coaching profession or the sports development profession. But the qualification itself is pretty much an all-round qualification. So you also learn things like so the careers in sport and active leisure industry, You'll also be doing things like health, fitness and well-being. So it's not just sports coaching, sports development. We also do fitness modules as well and tie in across those two routes. The course itself, so the Foundation Diploma is the first year, and this will progress to a second year, which is the Extended Diploma. In the Extended, so next year you'll start to focus a little bit more on anatomy and physiology, and start to get a little bit more specific with your coaching. So you'll do assistant coaching the first year, and then the second year you'll be required to take your own sessions, coach one-to-one and group and other specific populations. The entry requirement for the level 3 programs, like James said previously, is 4 GCSEs grade 4 or above, and one of those has to be English. Now we need English language on that one, not English literature. However, we will take into consideration either on a person-by-person basis and through the department. In terms of how you'll be assessed, with it being a practical-based unit, you will be doing some practical-based activities. So you will be required to deliver coaching sessions, to do presentations. And we normally start off with a one-to-one basis, but as the year progresses, we like you to do that in front of the group. The reason that we do this and the progression of that is to develop your confidence in public speaking and to be able to deliver sessions with confidence. If you do the first year, so the first year starting in September, the natural progression is to do the second year. And the reason for that is because the progression from there after a 2-year programme is either into university, into industry related employment, or onto an apprenticeship. It's important to note that this course and the next one that I'm about to talk about is registered on UCAS. So the grades that you achieve on the qualifications will accrue UCAS points, and therefore you can have a look at courses at university and apply for those based on the amount of points that you're predicted to accrue. Next slide, please. Okay, so we've got the sport, fitness and personal training. So the foundation diploma of this one is sport and fitness, and in the second year you'll progress to personal training. This qualification, again, like the other one, is an academic qualification, 2-year programme initially, and obviously progresses into higher education, industry and apprenticeship. It's important to note about this qualification is it is industry recognised by CIMSPA and REPS. This is new to BTEC, and it's incredibly exciting for us as teachers, myself as a strength conditioning coach, and James, who works in the fitness industry, to be developing BTEC programs that are recognised by industry, as well as the YMCA programs that James delivers at the college as well. In addition to sports coaching, the sports fitness qualifications will have an emphasis on fitness. So you'll be doing the careers in sport activity, careers in the sport and active leisure industry, as well as like self-employment, health and well-being, and also the fitness skills development unit, which is very similar to the fitness instructor qualification in terms of what you'll learn and what you'll need to do. So you'll instruct gym inductions and deliver session plans and the like. The entry requirements for this, again, is 4 GCSEs, one of those grade 4 or above, and one of those needs to be English. Just like the coaching course, this is sport and fitness, so again, hard emphasis on practical delivery. So again, we'll start off with one-to-one presentations and progress through to deliver in front of the class, and the same with exercise. So you'll do one-to-one delivery with your peers, and then you'll start delivering exercise to other courses and other departments within within the college. So we'll get those in, and you'll have to just instruct programs to them. In terms of development, so you'll go to, this is obviously a one-year course, and it'll progress on to the extended diploma. And in the extended diploma, this has a hard emphasis on personal training. So this will be creating programs and looking at sports nutrition for specific individuals for that. In terms of frequently asked questions for these courses, so am I able to go to university? The answer for that on these two qualifications is yes. Both courses are graded at pass, merit and distinction. So for those of you that have done BTECs at school, you'll be familiar with the pass, merit, distinction grade boundaries. And obviously the higher qualification you get, or the higher grade you get throughout each assessment, the higher qualification grades that you'll come out with at the end, and the more UCAS points that will accrue. So the harder you work at your program, the better universities and programs you'll be able to apply for and go and get positions with. Again, same with James, we always get asked, am I going to be able to play football or the sports that I enjoy? Of course, absolutely. We always program in some sport into the programs. It's just, I will emphasize that these programs are quite heavy in terms of academic. And for the level 3 programs, as well as the industrial placement that you'll have to complete, you will be in for around about 3.5 to 4 days for the course. And the remaining day will be industrial placement, or you have to do it in a block. So over Easter, Christmas, etc. The industrial placement new to this year is, now James will probably correct me, but I think it's 315 hours. Is it, James?
I think so. It's on the next slide.
Yeah, okay, so we'll go on to that in a little bit more detail.
Well,
but like James said,
yeah,
it's really important that you start thinking about where you might want to do those placements. So if you're on the sport development, sport coaching and development course, then perhaps the school that you're coming from, will they be able to take you? Will you be able to shadow your PE teachers? Or your science teacher is also a really good one for that. To be able to do your industrial placement maybe on the Monday of the week, or whichever day it is that we allocate for that placement. So start thinking about that now, contacting people. Just bear in mind that there are colleges in the area that have students that will be doing the same, so the competition is fierce. So if you're quick off the mark and you get your name out there and they can put name to face, you're more likely to get a placement in preparation for September. Obviously, with the situations that we currently find ourselves in, it's obviously been very difficult for all of us. We have started to develop the use of online systems. Now, we used them previously for our courses, but we've developed that more so. So we're looking into using Microsoft Teams, class notebooks, like James said previously, to deliver online content. Now, the benefit of these is that you can access all of this from home if you have a laptop and internet connection.
Or your phone, or your mobile device. All apps now.
Yep, and if I know students, which I do, having taught physics, every one of them has a phone in their pocket, and they have to check it every 5-10 minutes. Permanently. So you have all the lessons and the class content and everything literally at your fingertips, and that's something that we're really going to be pushing from September, just to make sure everyone is included and has access to things like that. Yeah, so we'll go on to work experience next slide.
It's the YMCA. Okay, this is me again. So the YMCA Level 2 stroke 3. This is aimed at adults only. So like the BTEC sport and fitness, you come out with fitness instructing and personal training. Okay, so you can work in a gym as a fitness instructor. you can work in a gym as a personal trainer if you pass these courses. Okay, this is a 1-year course. The BTEC is aimed at 16 to 19s in a 2-year program. This is a purely vocational qualification, level 2 and 3 combined in 1 year, fitness instructing and personal training. Entry requirements, because it's an adult-based course, is just an interview to see suitabilities. Okay, it is very much practical based, so you'll be based in the gym, doing fitness instructing and developing your techniques, instructing, communication skills, things like that. Okay, you will also do anatomy and physiology on the level 2 and 3. Okay, so you'll do an exam at level 2 and then an exam at level 3. Okay, all in 1 year. You'll also do fitness exam and then progress to a nutrition exam. So 4 exams, they're multiple choice, 40 questions, multiple choice. I think there's 4 possible answers. Okay, and you have to achieve 70%. Besides these exams, there is no assessed theory work other than a LAR, so learner assessment record workbook. So you fill out the workbook, it'll get graded, it'll pass or it'll fail. There's no pass, merit and distinction. It is straight pass or fail for this qualification. This, however, doesn't come with any UCAS points, so it's solely for people that want to be personal trainers. Okay, so entry requirements, adult-based course, 18 plus, 18 or over. You'll be based in the gym, 4 exams and practical assessments, a lot of practical assessments. Okay. Progression opportunities, as I said, is mainly or is solely for people that want to do personal training, but there's bolt-ons or there's progression opportunities for adding to your personal training resume. These could be massage therapy or exercise referral at level 3. So massage therapy enables you to offer massage alongside personal training, qualified massage therapist. And exercise referral enables you to link in with a doctor's and offer exercise referral or referral clients to work with, so injuries and things like that. Okay, but they're in addition to you working as a personal trainer. There's not much else to say. Okay. Work experience. This goes for all level 3 programs. So both Michelle's and my level 2/3 YMCA. Okay. As Michelle said, it's 1 day a week or a block placement. Okay. Likelihood it's going to be 1 day a week. So the day you have off is not off. It's never off. These are all full-time qualifications. So even though you're in, say, 3 days a week, okay, it is still a full-time qualification. So those other 2 days, one will be industrial placement. Okay, the other should be revision, reading, assignment work, things like that. Okay.
It's probably worth mentioning as well, James, that with the industrial placements, for those students that have been to industrial placement. So they've been to fitness centres, CrossFit gyms, those kind of places. Usually do a really good job, and they often get offered, paid
Yes.
employment after. So,
Yeah, I was just about to go on to say that.
It's a well worth thing to do.
Yes.
And also you gain the skills required for industry. So when you go to interviews and things like that, it's not going to be awkward because you've never done it. You can talk about what you've done on those.
Yeah, it is just like working. Beauty of it, as you said, I think 90% of our students that did it last year got offered placement or offered work. So it's an ideal opportunity to get your foot in the door, because this is a really, really competitive market now. So sports and fitness, sports coaching, personal training is a really competitive market. And it sounds daunting at 315 hours, but it will go quick. Okay, you'll learn a lot, and you are almost guaranteed to be offered work or a placement, or, as Michelle says, it is just a fabulous thing to have on your CV and resume. Okay.
And myself, James, and Dippin as well, one of the other lecturers that you'll meet in September. We all have businesses, alongside working at Leicester College, because it is really important that that we're constantly working and developing our industry relevant skills. So we're not just those that can't do teach. We are actively using our skills daily. Myself with the rugby club, and also on a Monday I work at a university institution. Delivering these skills and honing them. The same with James, and also Dipping with sports coaching as well. Just quickly, whilst we're on this slide, I'm just going to quickly answer the question posted in the chat here. So Thomas has asked, if we cannot find our own work experience, will you be able to find us a placement? Yes, absolutely. We've got Neil, who works with us within our department, and he's our work experience coordinator. We obviously like you to start looking now, just to get ahead of everyone else that's trying to look. But we have Neil available, who has very good local links and a catalogue of work experience opportunity that you'll be able to dip into if you're unsuccessful at finding a placement. So yes, the answer is we do have some support available for you in finding a placement.
Okay, our COVID-19 update page. So I am due to go back into work, and I had meetings about this. So every step have been taken to ensure your safety and your well-being. But we've got contingency plans in place and things like that as well. So come September, we've got remote distance learning using Microsoft Teams and other applications. So if the scenario is that you're in 1 day, 2 days a week, you'll be remote and distance learning the other few days. If you aren't in, we will solely do distance and remote learning. Me and Michelle and the other lecturers and TAs have been working tirelessly for the last couple of weeks, developing our Microsoft Teams pages, our class notes and our OneNote pages, and our resources to make it that you can do remote distance learning as functional as if you were in the class. However, we would not be able to to do the practical activities with you and things like that. So we've got a contingency plan in place for that by front loading the theory units if we need to, or block teaching of units. So when it's safe to do so, you will come back in and you will do all the practical activities. So no time will be lost, no experience will be lost, no opportunities will be lost. It's just rearranging the curriculum and the delivery schedule. Okay. As it says on their online enrollment and induction programs, so they're set up, ready to go now. Yeah, current protocols set by the government are all in place. So social distancing, temperature checks on arrival, sanitizing communal areas. We will be cleaners just as much as teachers in the foreseeable future. So sanitizing everything after every group. It's important when it comes to the practical facilities as well. The arena, riders main building, okay, it has to go under a strict control policy that guarantees the cleaning, sanitizing, temperature checks as well. Okay, so just because we're going to another site doesn't hold back on any of these things and any of these details. So every step has been taken to ensure your safety and well-being. Okay. This is what we normally do, okay, and what we would like to continue to do. Okay, but given the current situation, I don't know is the answer. So if we go on to the next slide, okay, the next, yeah. So we normally have an induction trip. I would like to have some sort of practical induction trip and make it fun, but I really don't know the possibilities of that currently. So this is what we did last year. We went to Bosworth Water, split up into groups. As you can see, like there's paddle boarding, canoeing, bell boating, climbing, archery, sailing, as well as people jumping into the lake and just having fun. Is an opportunity to integrate all the groups, make friends, meet the staff, talk to the staff, as well as gives us an opportunity to meet the students. And what we do there is assess the students. So we can find out if we need to put extra support measures in place and things like that. So break down the barriers and build bridges. Okay. Okay. Christmas trip, bowling, ice skating, Christmas market. So much fun. Beating Michelle year after year after year at bowling. Running circles around her ice skating again and again and again. But the students love this, and if we can, we would like to put something for the students on. It's a good break at Christmas, just before Christmas, after such a hard-working start to the academic year, to have that break and relax, and again, an opportunity to socialize with the students and things like that. Not too much though. Don't smile until Christmas, isn't that right, Dippin? Educational visits. Again, it's a big if, but Wembley, the Olympic Park, Body Power, all of those might go ahead. Distance though, so we might log on to MS Teams and have virtual tours and virtual conferences and virtual guest speakers and things like that. So whether we actually go out to visit, I don't know. Only time will tell. But these things, yeah, certainly will happen, along with all the guest speakers, either remotely on a PowerPoint, so everybody can see. Okay. University tours. These are, well, 3 pictures of our students. So Sheffield, Hallam, Derby, Nottingham, Coventry are some of the ones we've visited. This provides an opportunity for the level 3s and the extended students to gain an insight into student life and into the things that they will be doing. So they did some Wingate testing, some VO2 max testing, in the biomechanics lab, looking at floor impacts and things like that, as well as university tours, talks about funding, talks about bursaries, talks about student loans. Okay, so if we don't get to go there, 2 definitely have said that they will put on virtual tours and virtual seminars for them. Okay, which again, even if we do get to go out there, I would like them to provide it anyway. So a virtual seminar is something that I foresee happening for years to come. Okay, so everybody logs on, and then a virtual seminar or a lecture, it takes place. Okay. And final trip didn't happen this year, but we normally go to Alton Towers at the end of the year, just to let our hair down, celebrate our achievements, as well as our student awards. Student awards are currently running this year. And we got together and nominated Student of the Year, things like that, and they will receive prizes and certificates from us. Okay, so it's just a good opportunity to celebrate the achievement of the year. But again, I don't know what will happen. Any questions? And then campus tour, either you've taken a campus tour or there's a link on the campus, on the Facebook page or something for the campus tour. Be sure to have a look around the college.
Cool, thanks guys. Yeah, take a look on our Facebook page or our Instagram story for our tiny little virtual campus tour. We did it on the last day, so it's not as detailed as we'd like, but there will be some more of those coming up sort of in the near future. So if you can't come in, we have got those provided for you. Thanks very much, guys. If anyone does have any questions, do pop them in the comments now, but we'll start sort of wrapping up soon, because you answered every single one of my questions that I could ever have thought of while I was doing that, which is fantastic. Do you have sort of anything?
Rabbiting on.
Do you have sort of any advice for students over the summer on how to prepare for starting the courses in September, or as near to September as possible?
Yeah, I would say stay active. It's very easy to get into a rut and get lazy in this environment. So stay active, stay positive. Do some reading, listen to some podcasts. It's okay to go on like your like PlayStation or Xbox 360.
Yeah,
Xbox One. I don't know. Xbox One or Xbox. But try and listen to some educational podcasts, especially if you've not done GCSE PE. Try and kind of learn about the body, especially if you're coming onto a sports course. You must have an interest in sports and in the body. So think about what you're eating, thinking about how much you're sleeping, the water you're drinking, just awareness of these kind of things, and they'll prepare you, it'll help you. And then just kind of research anything that springs into your mind that you're interested in and you've got questions about. And then keep active. Go for a run. I've got my gym behind me, gym stroke office. So I'm trying to stay active. I'm running, I'm cycling. It is good for you. It's good for your body and then good for your mind. So try and stay active and try and stay positive.
Fab. Anything to add?
Stay safe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think obviously as the government starts to reduce the social distancing rules, it's also really important to get together with friends and family as well, and socialise in person rather than just through whatever it is that you've been doing. So online chats and quizzes and playing your PlayStation against your mates and those sorts of things. So it's really important to be social as well and get out and see people. And like James said, get out, go for a walk, be active, but just try and relax, because it's been a very stressful time for all of us, and definitely with the GCSEs and all the uncertainty behind that. So take some time for you and relax, and we'll go again in September.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys very much for joining me on this Saturday morning. It's been very informative, and hopefully everyone watching has learned lots from it. If you have any questions after watching this, or if you come back to it later on and you have some questions, just message us on Instagram or Facebook and we'll answer those questions, or email us at info@leicestercollege.ac.uk and we'll try and answer all those questions for you. But for now, I'll let these guys get back to their Saturdays, and we'll be back a little bit later on with engineering and motor vehicles, so do have a look out for that. But for now, we'll say goodbye. So thanks for watching.